Hello from the Disney Wish. We are going to be doing a full tour of the ship today. We are actually port at Castaway Cay right now, so we are at Disney's private island, but we're going to take advantage of the empty ship and we're going to go check it all out. We're starting out on deck 3, and this is going to be the atrium here. So in this area, it's kind of going to be the central area of the ship. This is where you're going to get on the ship, and then you'll see a lot of different activities will take place here. So we have right now, this is the Princess Royal Gathering. So there's 4 different princesses that you can meet over here, and this is something that you do need to get a reservation for in advance through the app, and it will open up 30 days prior to your sail date, but this is a really popular one. And let's go check out the atrium statue over here. Every Disney Cruise Line ship is going to have an atrium statue, and this one has Cinderella, of course, for the Wish. And what I love so much about this statue is you have Lucifer over here, and then if you look behind, you're going to see Jock and Gus Gus. We headed over to deck 3 forward, and this is where you're going to have the Walt Disney Theater. So the Walt Disney Theater is where you're going to have your 3 main stage shows, and then if you're on a longer sailing, you'll have additional entertainment. So it might be a movie's played here, or there might be an entertainer, things like that. So on the Disney Wish, you're going to have Seize the Adventure. You'll have Aladdin, a musical spectacular, and a retelling of The Little Mermaid. Heading down the starboard side on deck 3, this is where you're going to have a couple of your different shopping locations. So 3 Wishes is going to be different jewelry, watches, luxury items, and then you also have Once Upon a Time, which again, more luxury items that is going to be duty free. And then as we move past this area here, you'll have the Royal Regalia, additional luxury items that you can purchase here. Now, all the ships on board are not going to be open until you are actually set sail. So if you are on your castaway day and we're at port, you won't be able to actually purchase anything in the stores until you do set sail in the evening. As we head through the atrium, we're heading towards the aft of the ship, so the back of the ship. You're going to see one of the first main dining locations, which is going to be 1923. And 1923 is actually broken into 2 different dining rooms. So you'll have your Roy Disney dining room, and then you have the Walt Disney dining room. And this is going to be a celebration of the company, and opening in 1923. And you'll see a bunch of different artifacts from the different animated movies. So this is a really cool spot. It's going to be very low-key. There's not going to be any entertainment in there, but this is one of my favorite locations to eat at because it is a little bit just more laid back, but beautiful inside. Heading back towards the forward of the ship is going to be Nightingale's. This is going to be the first lounge that we're checking out. And this lounge is going to be a piano bar. Let's see if we can get this in focus a little bit better here. And it's inspired by Cinderella, of course, when she sings Nightingale. And you can see this beautiful chandelier that's up here that has all the bubbles. And then you'll see a lot of different piano performances that take place in here. Right in the center of the hallway here, you're going to have the Bayou, which of course is based on Princess and the Frog. And I love the way that this space looks. It is open on either end, or either side, I should say. So you do kind of have a lot of traffic that goes through here. It is going to be a busier spot just because of that. But you'll see there's trivia that will take place here. They'll have different performances. A lot is going to go on here. And they also have some really great drinks, as well as some beignets that you can order. The beignets are going to be an additional cost, but they're a pretty nominal fee. For 3 of them, I think it was about $3 to get. So I would definitely recommend grabbing those one time when you're here. Right across from the Bayou is going to be the Hyperspace Lounge. So this is, of course, based on Star Wars. It's going to be based on a luxury yacht in the Star Wars universe. And you'll be able to go in there and you will actually be jumping to hyperspace just about every 7 minutes, and you'll see different planets. The drinks here are going to be highly themed. So you can see here there are 2 different specialty beers, a Mustafarian Black Ale, a Batuan Harvest Brew. The highlighted of today's cocktail is the Birkin's Flow, which I have had this one and I highly recommend it. It's basically like a espresso martini without the maybe like a chocolate martini really. And it's from Mustafar. So if you are a Star Wars fan, this is a must-do for sure. Right past Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge is going to be Treasures Untold. So this is again going to be those luxury items, but just not as high-end as across the hallway at Once Upon a Time, the Royal Regalia, and Three Wishes. Up on deck 4 here, I did just want to note that there's going to be always 2 elevator banks on the Disney Wish, and they're going to be on the aft end, aft as well as the forward. So if you're ever looking for them, just kind of head to the end of the ship either way, and you'll be able to find that there. So on deck 4, if we head to the forward, that's going to be the Walt Disney Theater again. So you actually have 2 entrances to the Walt Disney Theater up on deck 4 here. This, of course, is going to bring you to the mezzanine. And then if you wanted to sit in the lower section, then you would head to deck 3. But if we head past this and we kind of move towards the aft of the ship, we're going to see the Wonderland Cinema. And this is going to be one of the movie theaters that they have on board. If we head across the way, we'll see the other one as well. But it's going to show different Disney movies throughout the day. We can actually go in and check this out. So let's see our upcoming activities. We have Inside Out that's going to be playing, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Wish, Inside Out 2. So lots of different options. Heading across the way, we're going to pass by Luna Lounge. So this is going to be Luna's Libations. This is the bar that they have here. So here you're going to be able to get different drinks, but they also do have popcorn here as well. So you can grab that if you're going to head over into the cinemas. So on this side, we have Neverland Cinema. Same size. These are going to be smaller movie theaters, but they'll play different things throughout the day. So here we actually just have Inside Out going, as well as Descendants, The Rise of Red, and those are at different times. You can also check your Navigator app for all of this information. So like I said, in the middle of those 2 cinemas is going to be Luna's, and Luna's is going to be used for a lot of different events. It's going to be a pretty large space. So you can see this is actually the lower area, and then there is going to be a second seating area up top. So you'll see a lot of the adult-only activities will take place here. Bingo will take place here, and there is a bar, so they will serve alcohol here as well. We're going to make our way over to the aft of deck 4 here, and as we go through, we're going to see a bunch of different art throughout the entire ship. And what's really incredible about this ship is this is actually going to be the largest collection of Disney art in the world, other than the archives. So it's a really cool thing to do, especially if you're a big Disney fan. This is a must-do in my mind, but this is also a really great introduction to Disney cruising. Bippy Boppy Boutique is going to be similar to what you can experience in Walt Disney World or Disneyland if you have done it before, but there are going to be some special costumes that are available for children here. This is going to be something that you do need to reserve in advance, so be sure to do that at that time that you're able to reserve. As a reminder, for Castaway Club members, you will be able to reserve a little bit earlier, depending on what level you are, than our first-time cruisers. But if you work with a travel advisor, they'll be able to tell you all that. If not, just do a quick Google search and they'll be able to let you know that too. Continuing to head to the end of the ship at the aft, this is the Wishing Star Cafe. So there's going to be the Wishing Star Cafe as well as the Sword in the Stone Cafe, and these are going to be locations that you can grab some coffee drinks. What's nice about this is this is going to be open to all ages. So at other ships, we've had the Cove Cafe, which is only available to ages 18 and up. So this is nice because if you have little ones with you, you can always go ahead and grab a drink. Over here, we're going to have Hook's Barbery, which is going to be deck 4 midship. This is a unique twist on a traditional salon, offering cuts, shaves, and nail and skincare. So Hook's Barbery is going to be for all the gentlemen that are sailing, and this is going to be a pampering option for them, as well as a secret or not so secret prohibition bar. It's going to be a whiskey bar. This is also where they'll do some of the tastings, but they can get their beards trimmed, haircut, skincare, as well as nail care as well. All the way at the end of the ship, aft on deck 4, is going to be Worlds of Marvel. So this will be the second dining location for your main dining room, and it is going to be, of course, all based on Worlds of Marvel. So you will get to see Ant-Man, Wasp, some other Marvel characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe that are actually trying to help us out and save us from having some issues on the ship here. So you're going to be involved in that. This is going to be a more engaging experience. So if you do not want to have that for dinner, I would say maybe consider grabbing some food on the deck, doing room service, but it is a really fun experience, especially if you're a Marvel fan. The Untangled Salon is going to be the area where you can get your hair cut, hair blown out, nail and pedicures done. So a lot of different services that are there, and you can check out all of that on the Navigator app. As we head back to the forward of the ship, we're going to go past guest services as well as port excursions. So if you need anything while you're on the ship, you can stop by guest services here, or you can, if you're looking to plan a port excursion or anything like that, you can always head over to the desk here as well. We made it up to deck 5, and we're going to head over to the port side and check out Senses Spa first. Senses Spa is going to be a full service spa. They also have what they call the rainforest room. So that's going to be an area that has a bunch of different saunas, areas for you to just relax, and you can get a full pass to that by booking that through the Navigator app or when that booking window opens for you in advance of your cruise. They also do some daily passes, but you can just check that out by heading to the front of the Senses Spa, and they'll let you know that. Senses Fitness is going to be right across the way, and it's going to be a full gym. There's bikes, there are ellipticals, treadmills, basically everything you can eat over there. And they are going to have some different classes that they run in this area, so that's something to check out when you do get on board for the Navigator app. On the starboard side, we're going to have Triton Lounge, and this is going to be one of the areas that they hold a lot of the different activities. A lot of different trivia will be here, 18 plus, as well as family-friendly activities, so you can check that out again on your Navigator app, or like these screens have here, you'll have a listing for everything that day. Over here is the Enchanted Sword Cafe, and this is where you're going to be able to get some specialty drinks. It's coffee drinks as well as alcoholic beverages, but this is nice again because you do have that ability to come here before you head to dinner, or will be open in the morning, so if you want to grab that coffee in the morning, but this is a good spot to kind of just grab a quick drink as you're heading off. As we continue to head to the back of the ship, this is where Edge is going to be. So this is our first youth location that we've come upon. This is going to be for 11 to 14-year-olds. It's going to be much more kind of open in terms of what the schedule will be. So there'll be activities for the 11 to 14-year-olds, but there will also be some time when they can just kind of hang out, play video games, and enjoy the space. The final main dining location is going to be located up here on deck 5, and that's Arendelle. So this is going to be a Frozen themed restaurant. It is beautiful inside. You're going in and you're basically being invited to celebrate the engagement of Anna and Kristoff, and you have this a nice long hallway that has lots of different Frozen art. So if you're a Frozen fan, you're going to love this. Personally, I love this location because of the entertainment that's involved. So there's going to be a band of singers that are going to kind of walk you through the story that they're trying to tell. Oaken will be there. He's going to actually be hosting this event. You'll get to see Olaf, Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, of course. So all of the Frozen friends will be there. Right near the entrance and exit of Arendelle is going to be Mickey's main sale. So this is going to be your location for all your Disney shopping, and you're going to have all your different Disney Cruise Line merchandise here, as well as just some pirate merchandise if you need to grab something for pirate night. But all of this is going to be over here, and like I said previously, this is only going to be open when we are set at sail. So if you're hanging around during the day like I am here, this won't be open just yet. We made our way back to the forward of the ship on deck 5, and this is going to be Keg and Compass. So Keg and Compass is going to be a pub-styled lounge that you can hang out in. They'll do some trivia here, there'll be some seminars, but really a cool spot, and I definitely recommend taking a look up on the ceiling because there is so much detail in this map that's on the ceiling. The staterooms on the Disney Wish are going to be located on deck 2, deck 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There are several different types of staterooms on the Wish, so you do have inside staterooms, ocean view, and then veranda staterooms, as well as concierge level. Before we head up to deck 11, we're going to head back down to deck 2 to check out 2 more of the youth areas. The first is the Oceaneer Club, and this is going to be for ages 3 to 10. It's one of the most highly immersive areas on the ship, so even if you are an adult and you can't be going there normally, they do have some open house hours that I definitely recommend checking out because it is super cool. The Oceaneer Club is made up of several different areas, including the Star Wars cargo bay, where you are literally in a cargo bay that you would find in the Star Wars universe. You might even be able to meet Rey and Chewbacca at different points, and there's going to be different missions that the kids can go on while they're in here. Marvel Superhero Academy is obviously going to put you into the Marvel world. There's Avengers mission training. You can also make your own superhero suit, so lots of different things that you can do there, and there's normally some character meet and greets that take part here. Fairy Tale Hall is going to be the next area, and that's for some of the Disney princesses. There'll be some story time there. There's a Rapunzel art studio, Belle's library, and Anna and Elsa also have their summer cabin there. Now, I know this would have been my favorite part as a kid, the Walt Disney Imagineering Lab. So there's actually a ride studio where they can create their own roller coaster, and then there's going to be different programs here that take place that basically put them into the role of an Imagineer. The last area is going to be Mickey and Minnie's Captain's Deck, and this is really for the youngest sailors, so it's going to be an area that they can use for physical activities and sensory-style games. Next to the Oceaneer Club is going to be the It's a Small World Nursery, and this is going to be for ages 6 months to 3 years old. Now, all of the youth clubs are going to be included in your cruise other than the It's a Small World Nursery. There is going to be a small fee that you have to pay for the childcare that you get, and you do have to make reservations for this one. You can make reservations in advance when your booking window opens or once you get on the ship. Up on deck 11 is where we're going to have a lot of activity and some more food. So Marsley Market is going to be the buffet style location that we have on board, and that's going to be open for breakfast and lunch each day. You can check the times in the Navigator app, or like all the other spaces, you're going to have these screens that are around here. What's really cool about this location is there's going to be a lot of different options, and one pro tip, if you do have allergies and you need to make sure that you have a certain type of food that's not included in what you're eating, you can go ahead and speak to one of the cast members, and they'll be able to help you out and kind of go through and let you know what is available and what they can create for you by the chef. The other thing that I love about Marceline Market is that you have a coffee bar over here. So it is going to be a full bar where you can get some alcoholic drinks as well, but you're going to have some specialty coffee that you can get here. And make sure you get your coffee card. So if you punch it 5 times, you get 5 different coffee drinks or tea drinks, whatever it may be. You'll be able to get a free drink with that at that 6th drink. Dory's Forget-Me-Nots is going to be an area where you can come, and there's going to be some t-shirts, things like that, but also if there's things that you forgot, so maybe you forgot to pack a swimsuit or something like that, there's going to be a lot of different options in here. Again, same thing, you won't be able to shop here until the ship does start moving, so there's just head up here when you start to head out for the day. Up on deck 11 is going to be the pool deck. So there's going to be several different pools on the Disney Wish. You'll have your Mickey and Minnie pools, which are going to be your larger pools that are located over here in the main deck area. These are going to be family pools, so everyone can enjoy these, as well as Funnel Vision. So Funnel Vision is this huge TV that we have up here, and throughout the day they're going to play different Disney movies. So right now you can see they're playing Finding Nemo, but you'll see a bunch of different opportunities to watch different movies throughout the day. Up here on deck 11, you're also going to have your beverage station. So on a Disney cruise, soft drinks, as well as tea, coffee, hot chocolate, are all going to be included in the cost of your cruise. And you can just head over to one of these beverage stations, grab a cup, and get something to drink. This will be open throughout your sailing. So it's a nice location to just kind of grab, make sure that you get your water, everything like that. This is also where we're going to have Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods. So this is going to be the pool deck food locations, and there's a bunch of different options. So right now they're not open, but they'll be opening up a little bit later. The first option is going to be Donald's Cantina, and this is going to be a build your own burrito, taco, and bowls. I love this location. It's kind of like if you have a Chipotle, and it is so good, and they have the best crew members, of course, always. If we head over past Donald's Cantina, we're gonna have pizza pies. So this is gonna be Daisy's location. There is a prosciutto pizza, 4-cheese pizza, pepperoni, margarita, and also a plant-based sausage pizza. Again, same thing here as well as with Marceline Market. If you have any food allergies, just let one of the crew members know, and they'll have somebody come out and kind of walk through what your options are, and they'll always be able to make something for you if you can't have cross-contamination or something like that. Moving on, we are gonna have Mickey's Smokestack Barbecue. This is gonna be barbecue smoked brisket, St. Louis pork ribs, smoked chicken, barbecue smoked pulled pork, smoked kielbasa sausage, and then there's gonna be a number of different sides as well. There are a ton of different options, as you can see. Over here is going to be Goofy's Grill. So this is going to be kind of like your hamburgers, cheeseburgers. You'll have an Impossible Burger here, all beef hot dog, plant-based sausage, grilled bratwurst, and of course those Disney chicken tenders that everybody loves. And finally, we have Minnie's Ice Cream. So this is going to be different ice cream flavors that they have throughout the sailing. There'll be different things like vanilla, chocolate. It looks like today we're going to have blueberry and mango as well. A big one that everybody really enjoys is the banana. That one's not for me, but a lot of people like it, so you can head over there. The Lookout is going to be a full bar that's on deck 11 here. They also do, which is really nice, they're going to have all this different water that you can grab while you're at the bar here. So if you are not looking for an alcoholic drink, you're just looking to refresh, you can also grab that here. One of my favorite locations on board is going to be Inside Out Joyful Sweets. So this is going to be a location that is going to be an upcharge, but you'll have some different options for gelato, different cupcakes, lots of different things. And of course, this is going to be themed as Inside Out. So you have all the different emotions in there: anger, disgust, joy, of course, too. We're gonna head up to deck 12, and this is where Vibe, the Hideaway, the Hero Zone, the Rose, Paolo, and Ashante are going to be. So the Hero Zone is going to be the sports area. So this is an indoor location. You're going to have different sports courts in here. You have a basketball court, there's going to be ping pong tables, lots of different things that you can do over here. There will be some activities. This is where they'll do the Incredible games, but mostly it's just going to be a free space to kind of hang out and play some different sports. So the Hideaway is going to be another area that they're going to host different activities in. This is mostly going to be used for the 1820 Society. So this is going to be for those guests that are going to be between the adult offerings and then the U13 offerings. So this is going to be a smaller space, but it's called the 1820 Society that they'll have here. They have different card games, different activities that they can do and hang out here for 18 to 20-year-olds. So Vibe is going to be the youth, quote-unquote, club for 14 to 17-year-olds. And this is going to be a lot less structured, so it's going to be more about just having the opportunity to kind of play video games, board games, hang out. They will have some activities, but it's much more just kind of come in and enjoy the space. Heading over to the port side, we are going to be going into the Rose, and this is also where we're going to head if you're going to Ashante for brunch or dinner, as well as Paolo. So the Rose is one of my favorite lounges on board. This is going to be Beauty and the Beast themed, and it is a great location if you love champagne, gin, any of those great drinks. And this is going to be an 18 plus area, but one of the most beautiful spots to come if you're looking to kind of hang out when we're heading out from port and just watch the ship go. It's a great spot to just grab a drink and do that. So Palo Steakhouse is a little bit different than what's on some of the other ships. Palo is on every one of the Disney ships, but on the Wish, it's going to be a steakhouse, and it's going to offer both dinner as well as brunch. This is going to be where they have their wine collection as well. It is going to be a pay-up, so if you are interested in doing this, it is going to require advanced reservations. There's a dress code, but it's definitely something worth it to look into. Good morning, how are you? Ashante is going to be the second adult dining location, and this is going to be one that is specific to the Wish. Of course, it is going to be inspired by Beauty and the Beast, but incredible menu. If you have not checked this out, I highly recommend it. You can check out the menu online, but this is really going to be a much more upscale dining experience, and one of my favorite experiences that you can take part in on a Disney cruise line. When we head out onto deck 12, we'll have two options. We can go left or right, and if we head to the right, that's going to be the Aqua Mouse. So the Aqua Mouse is the first at-sea Disney attraction, and it is one of the coolest water slides. It's really more of like a roller coaster than anything that I have ever been on. So there's going to be screens that are involved, effects, and it is quite a large slide, as you can see. Super fun. If you do want to be able to do this, I would recommend getting here early on your Nassau day, or if you can come back a little bit earlier from your Castaway day, you won't have to worry about waiting in line. You will see that it does get busy over here. So right now, it is a 5-minute wait, so basically just a walk on. This is a Castaway day, so no one's really on the ship right now, but it will start to get a little bit longer later on. If we go to the left, this is going to be headed to our 18 and over area. So this is our adult section. It's going to be the quiet area. And you will see that there's going to be a ton of seating up here. So this is one of our favorite spots to hang out, just because there is so much seating, and it is going to just be a little bit quieter of area, of course, because it is adult only. The Cove Cafe and Cove Bar are both going to be adult only areas. Cove Cafe is going to have different specialty coffee drinks as well as a full bar, but then if you want to get some of those drinks over at the pool, the Cove Bar is going to be your spot to go to there. Over on the forward of deck 12 is going to be the Toy Story Splash Zone, and this is going to be really good for little ones that just want some time to kind of play and not be in the pools. So it's going to be a great area for them to hang out in. What's nice too is there is a couple of locations that you can grab drinks, grab some food, some snacks over here as well. Up here on deck 14 is going to be Currents. So it's not open right now, but this is going to be a full service bar as well. And like I said, this looks out right over the Toy Story Splash Zone. So if you need to have one of the adults go and grab a drink, this is a good spot to do that while the other one watches the little one. There is a slide over here as well that you can access from the other end of the ship. All the way to the end of the ship on deck 14 is going to be the Chip 'n Dale pool. So this one isn't often open, but it's one of the best spots to come and sit if you're looking for a shady area just to hang out. But you can always check which pools are going to be open and at what time through the Navigator app. That's the best way to get all that information. That's going to do it for our tour of the Disney Wish. If you have not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you've ever been on the Disney Wish or are planning to go on, be sure to comment below. As always, if you'd like complimentary vacation planning assistance, be sure to reach out.